Mom, don't be anxious anymore.
Perhaps you've already noticed that it is not that you don't want to relax, but that it feels almost impossible not to worry. Your child's learning, emotions, and future, combined with comparisons, reminders, and expectations from the outside world, make anxiety less of a choice and more of a state that quietly accumulates. If you are feeling anxious, it does not necessarily mean you are too nervous, it might simply mean you care too much. First, it helps to understand that anxiety may actually be your brain's way of trying to protect your child. Many mothers blame themselves for the moment they feel anxious. Yet, from a psychological perspective, anxiety is the brain's attempt to prevent the worst from happening. The real issue is not whether you feel anxious, but whether anxiety turns into a constant drain. When you notice yourself worrying, try not to suppress it.
Instead, gently remind yourself, I think this way because I care.
Shifting from "I'm so annoying" to "I'm a little tense right now" often makes emotions easier to fade. Second, bring future worries back to what can be done now.
Anxiety tends to pull attention far ahead. Will my child fall behind?
What about later? Will we lose at the starting line? These questions may not be meaningless, but thinking about them all at once is exhausting.
Try to narrow the focus. What small steps can I take today? Do not aim to solve everything. Choose one action.
Finish it, and stop. The sense of action is often the gentlest antidote to anxiety. Third, when comparisons creep in, pause and pull yourself back. Seeing other children can easily shake your confidence, but comparisons often ignore that every child has a different starting point, paces, and resources. When you catch yourself comparing, ask, do I need this as a reference? Or is it just making me more anxious? If it is the latter, allow yourself to turn off the information. This is not escaping reality, but protecting your mental space. Fourth, do not turn all of your child's struggles into your responsibilities. A child's setbacks, emotions, or slower progress do not always mean you failed. Sometimes it is simply part of growth, requiring more time. Instead of asking, did I ruin him? Try asking, what might he need at this stage? Allow problems to exist for a while without rushing to prove you are a good mother. Sharing responsibility prevents you from being crushed. Finally, give yourself permission to be imperfect. Many mothers are not overwhelmed by their children, but by the belief that I must hold everything together.
Try setting a minimum standard. If I manage 60% today,
it is still enough. When tired, reduce demands instead of forcing yourself.
Allow yourself to say, I really can't right now.
A mother whose emotions are acknowledged has more space to acknowledge her child's.
Mom, don't be anxious anymore, not because you should never worry,
but because you've already tried so hard. Slow down, blame yourself less, breathe a little more. Your child may not instantly improve, but you might feel lighter. And a mother who is less tense is,
in itself, the greatest source of security for her children.